Hi and welcome. Welcome to Makeup Mugwump. My name is Leanne, and apparently I haven't used my voice very much today. Good morning. It's Sunday. I have missed you all. It has been a crazy week, but a good one. We've gotten a lot done this week, a lot accomplished. So let's get ready. I'll tell you all the things. We'll chat. Let's just chat about things. I've got some new stuff and I've got some old stuff that we're using up and old. This is old. Hard Candy Primer Mist. So let's talk about some of the things that have happened this week that we have done. One is my final certification exam was last weekend. I passed it. I'm now finished for the next 3 years. It's a 3-year cycle now. It used to be 5 years with the software company. It's now 3. So that is finished. Hallelujah. And so I am very, very grateful to be finished with that. A lot of pressure to get those accomplished. And so I'm happy that that was done. And so huzzah. Thank you all of you for very kind words about that. I appreciate it. I'm going to use a new primer. I got my Ipsy bag yesterday. This is something that I think I bought for $3. This is Basic Beauty Smooth and Blur Primer in Translucent. I don't know Basic Beauty. It's made in China, but it's China. Oh, sorry. It's just how I say that word now. I can't. Okay. It has a little foil cap. Let me get that off. So I've got my Ipsy bag. I got a Shop Miss A order. I got a... Is that it? I think that's it. Oh, I went to Sephora. So I left the house and went somewhere this week. And my husband and I are both vaccinated. The second shot was over 3 weeks ago. So we actually have started to leave the house a bit. Full disclosure, we have stayed quarantined, literally quarantined since last March. And so this is for only leaving for doctor's appointments. And that's it. We have gone hardly nowhere. I think I made a couple of Ulta trips last year. And was not impressed with how they were doing social distancing in Ulta, so I never went back. And, just decided to order everything online. But now that we are vaccinated, and a large population of our local area is already vaccinated, we had a huge push at our convention center. We are in a very heavily, we're a lot of medical folks in our community, which is good, because our hospital is like the regional hospitals, like the trauma center and all that is here. A lot of doctors' offices have required their employees to get vaccinated. Anyway, long story, incredibly long, is that we have a large population that is vaccinated. So I went to the mall and I was going specifically to Bath and Body Works because they have currently and today buy 2 candles, get 2 free. It's not the best price for 3 wicks, but it's a pretty good one. And if you have a coupon, it makes it really actually worth it. But I wanted to go and see if they had some of the summer scents. They don't in my store. So I wasn't able to get those, but I got a couple of more and a couple of gifts for folks. I'm going to use the Best Skin Ever from Sephora. I used this the other day on camera and it was so beautiful. It didn't last all day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the Sephora with the LYS. And this is in the LP4. This is the lighter of the 2 shades that I own. I'm going to mix the 2. I think it will help the shade of this and the longevity of this. That's my goal, I think, today. So let's do a pump of each and see how that works today. I love being an experimenter, scientist, cosmetic person. I'm like, let's experiment with this. So, I'll show you what that looks like real quick. Because the LYS isn't very runny. And you see the Sephora on top. I'm going to mix it. This is like a little spatula that came with a cleansing balm from, I think, Misha. Anyway, a lot of Korean brands, if they have a balm or anything, they give you a scoop or a little plastic spatula. Save these, y'all. They work for all kinds of things. Okay. So I'm going to work on getting this onto my skin. So Bath & Body Works had a line outside. I believe that they were letting only, I think, 10 customers in at a time in my mall. It's an interior Bath & Body Works in my mall. So you had to walk through the mall to get there. It's the only Bath & Body Works in my town. So I didn't get much choice. So we waited for probably, I'd say, 12 to 15 minutes to get in. And it seemed like there were more associates working than there were customers they allowed in the store. It was crazy. But anyway, got a few candles, and I promise that I have started a second YouTube channel, but I haven't got my first video up, and I have discovered that unless I have a video up, people cannot subscribe. So as soon as my first video goes up over there, I'll let y'all know. Those of you who love candles, I love candles a lot, and I want to do candle hauls and candle reviews and things like that. And so I created an Instagram called Today's Burn that I just take a photo of the candle that I'm burning, usually in the morning, because sometimes I burn more than one candle a day, depending on my mood and what's going on in my house. And so that's been nice because I've been able to start connecting with people about candles, because that's one of the things that I love in my life. And I wanted to do a YouTube channel, but this is not Makeup Mugwump, I don't think, is the right place for that. So I decided that I would create a YouTube channel called Today's Burn, but it's just not ready because I don't have a video yet, but I'm coming. I swear, I'll be there in a second. I promise. So that is upcoming. I hope to get a couple of videos up on that channel this week. Now that those exams are over, I have a little bit more free time to do that. So that will be nice. Okay, so I just talking about this foundation. That went on really nicely. So I didn't put any like glow or anything under my foundation today. A lot of times I will turn into a Tin Man on purpose. I didn't do that today. I think that looks really, really nice. I think it is medium coverage. You could still see freckles and all through it, but it is very, very nice. That looks really, really nice. Okay, look at that. I like those two together. This sponge picks up excess product, but also helps press it in to my skin, and I like that. Okay. Beauty. I like that a lot. I got a new concealer in my Ipsy bag. This is the Complex Culture. This is shade F100. This is their Setup Concealer. Same packaging as all the Complex Culture stuff, which I like. Wand is a bit strange. F100. Okay, she looks a bit like, as I spread her out, see how thin it is? Let's see if Baby Spongy will be the right tool for this. Not bad, not bad. That's not bad. I don't understand the wand being the shape that it is, but I don't think I mean, it gets it on your face, but maybe it's just a way for it to be unique. I don't know. I think that's nice. It's definitely light enough. It's definitely brightening for me. It's not very thick, which is nice. Okay. We'll keep using her. We'll keep using her. Is there like a hair or is it a hag hair? Y'all know how that, y'all know how I get. Okay. It's just a hair. Okay. I don't know why I'm clearing my throat this morning. Let's do some eye primer. So I went to the mall. And while we were parking, Mr. Mugwump said, do you want to walk through JCPenney so you can go to Sephora on the way to Bath and Body Works? And I went, so we did. And lots of sold out products in my JCPenney Sephora. I do not have a freestanding Sephora in my town. And I have not been inside a Sephora for the whole of pandemic, like since over a year. So I haven't gone to the mall and gone inside for a long time. So this was my first foray into Sephora. They had all the testers out, which was odd. I didn't think that we were back to testers, but maybe we are. I have not been in Ulta since last year sometime, so I don't know if they're out or not, but I didn't touch the testers. So I'm not, I'm fully aware that even vaccinated, that I could be ill. I totally understand the concept of the vaccine and how science works, but I'm also not as anxious as I was, which makes me feel a lot better. And so I am grateful to go out into the world and to do a little bit. So anyway, in Sephora, I actually got a gift for my best friend for her birthday. And I got her a NARS palette in, oh, what's it called? It was gorgeous. It was one of their cool tone eyeshadow palettes that was gorgeous. And I wanted it, so I gave it to her. And we're going to walk through how to use a palette, because she requested that. So anyway, got her that. Picked up a couple things for me. Very, very few. This was something I picked up. This is the Inky list. This is their hyaluronic acid. It was 1 ounce for $7.99. And I thought, so that's like the ordinary prices, but they had it in stock, so I got one. And I started using it today because my CosRx hyaluronic acid big old jar is now gone. It's now in my empties. So I needed a replacement anyway. And that's pretty inexpensive. I love the CosRx. There was a whole lot in that bad boy. It lasted a long time. But I thought I would try this brand. So got that. And also found a Sephora Gel Rouge lip liner on clearance. They're normally $13.99 and this one was $5.99. And it's a light, here I'll show you the nudist in contrast. So the new one is on top. It's in Nude Beach. This is the nudist. That's the one I always use. So another nude lip liner, but it was $5.99. So I went ahead and picked that up as well. And was that it? Oh, there's the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to use today. And then that was it. So not too much at Sephora that I even was interested in. And there was some things, but they were all sold out. So and all of the light shades were gone of everything for foundation. I'm a foundation fiend. And so it was quite disappointing for that, because I wasn't able to get anything that I wanted to from a foundation standpoint. I'm going to use the Creme Shop 123 Smile Cream Contour thing. And I'm actually going to try to like use it as contour, unlike what I normally do. So we're going to attempt to use this as contour.
You can cut this part out if you want.
Why, they love seeing you. Say hello. Mr. Mugwump, can I have a soda to drink? I can't take pills with the shake. Sorry. Do I have a cheekbone? I don't think I do. Y'all, I don't think this works on me. Okay, now stop. And blend. Thank you. I love you. Hold on, we gotta take our pills this morning. Oh wait, I can't. Okay, maybe I can take them later. I will not forget, but thank you. I don't know that this is doing anything. Let's just go ham like we normally would. What do we think? I don't know. I don't know if that's doing anything. I don't know how we feel about it. We have bangs now, but let's put a little bit up here just because we can. Do we need to sculpt our nose some? Probably not. We want a big old fat lower lip. Jennifer Coolidge lip? Probably not. Do we want turkey neck to go away? Probably so. Didn't do anything, did it? You know, we're just having fun. We're just having fun with makeup. Let's blend. This does blend out nicely. I will say that about this product. There we go. What a good time. Okay. Creasing under the eyes. That is normal. So let's tap that out. And then let's get some Pat McGrath on under that. Real quick like. Pat McGrath is also quite brightening on me, and I like that. Use that Sephora Micro Smooth powder. Set the rest of my face. Okay, that's all right. We're looking fine. We're looking fine. Okay, let's that new bronzer from Kat Von D in the dark shade is very dark. So let's use today one a little bit more natural. This is the one that's held on by like packing tape. This is the Makeup Revolution Vivid Bake Bronzer and Ready to Go. I have used and abused her beyond, but she is so pretty. It's the prettiest bronzer. It is blendable and very, very pretty. I've traveled with it, which is how it got broken. And Mr. Mugwump taped it back together for me. I do have a new one that has like all the writing on the top and everything else, but I mean, she works just fine as a product. She just look homely. But you know, some of us just look homely, and that's okay. We still work just fine. We just not the prettiest French fry in the Happy Meal. That's okay. Still a French fry. Ain't no bad French fry. There you go. There's your lesson for today. All right, let's use the Trixie blush palette. I am obsessed with Moon Boots. I mean, obsessed. It is a blush that it looks like, oh, that's going to be purple. It's not. It is this color that is indescribable. It's just beautiful. I love it so much. Easily top 10 blush for me. It is pinky, like it's on the pinky, not the not the orangey or peachy side, right? But it is just so, it's like, it doesn't look like I'm wearing blush, but I am blushing. It is so pretty. Anyway, I love it so much. So much. That was from my friend Renee in Australia. It is gorgeous. And I love it. Okay, let's highlight. Do I have a pretty highlight? Do I got a pretty highlight somewhere? Let's see what we got. Do I got something? Hold on. Hold on. We'll use the e.l.f. Rose Gold one. That is a beautiful highlight. Okay, today I want to use a finishing powder. I don't do this all the time anymore. I used to do it all the time. And today I want to use one. Let's use the Laura Geller Filter Finish Setting Powder in Universal. It's this pastel mosaic, but there's a sheen to her. It is a baked product, and it just helps blend everything together, and it looks so pretty on the skin. For those of you who don't want to do Tin Man underneath your foundation, this is one way that you can get, I don't want to say Tin Man, but you can get an all-over sheen after your foundation with a powder. So some folks who are oily don't want to do like a whole lot of liquid products on their skin. This is a way to use a powder to look all over glowy, but not too much. I just think it's gorgeous. Okay, let's set with the Kokie Fix It Up Matte Setting Spray. This is a little baby. She's only 18 mils. And then let's use the e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut.
Just a beautiful neutral base today. The contour actually did a little bit something. Maybe we contour a little bit these days. I don't know. Okay. You're tiny outside.
I'm feeling a little parched on my lips. This is the Dior Lip Maximizer in the nude shade. It's a bit of a plumper. You can feel it. You feel it. Hi, Tiny. All right. So let me tell you about the eyeshadow palette that I got that we're going to use today. This is, oh, hello, a reflective. This is the Sephora I Love. And they had this eyeshadow palette set up, and it was like light cool, light warm, medium cool, medium, like it was those kind of things. This is the light cool. And I thought that it was gorgeous, number one, because I love cool tones. And these are 3 mattes, 3 shimmers, and this big one on the side is like a matte, like a good setting shade for your eyelid. It's beautiful. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Even though I'm wearing warmer tones today, I'm going to wear a cool tone eyeshadow palette because I love it. Oh my gosh. What is going on? And my nose itching. Okay. We're going to, it's like right here and right here. We're just going to tap the Q-tip. Lord have mercy. Whoa. Give me the heebie-jeebies. Okay, anyway. So, eyeshadow palette. So, I'm going to go through how to use a basic eyeshadow palette. And what I mean by basic is there's a light, a medium, and a dark color. And I'm going to tell you, walk through where I place those on my eye and why. So I'm going to use this to do that. But anybody who is learning makeup, and there's so many ways to do different eye shapes, different looks, but my basic look is what we're going to go through. So I'm taking the lightest matte. What I mean by matte is that there's no shimmer in it. There are glittery shades and shimmery shades, metallic shades. You can see when it reflects light. But if it doesn't reflect light, it's matte. And usually, I'm going to kind of tell you how I do it. Usually I like matte up above the crease of my eye. So I use shimmery, shiny shades on my lid and matte above the crease of my eye. Usually. So I'm going to use the lightest shade in the palette all the way up to my brow here. And it's like a creamy white shade. Then I'm going to take the next lightest shade and I'm going to put that on a fluffy brush. I'm going to put that in and above the crease of my eye, the socket, the deepest part of my eye. And I'm just going to go back and forth in windshield or windscreen wiper motions, just back, forth, back, forth, back and forth. Whatever your eye shape is, there are different types of looks that look better or, on certain types of eye shapes. This type of look looks, I think, fine on everyone. Just back and forth. There's not much color difference, but there is a color difference there because it's not much darker. That's the point. If you want it darker, do it a second time. Get some more eyeshadow on your brush and go back. Do it again. Okay. You can see it's darker here in an upside down U, a parabola, than it is above and below. Okay. Next, I take the darkest shade that I'm comfortable using. In this palette, it is the darkest shade. And then I'm going to take a different shaped brush. This is dirty as I'll get out, but I'm going to take a brush that is not as fluffy, and I'm going to pat it in the shade so that I have the shade on one side only. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to pat it on the outside lid right there. Again, pat. To get it where you want it. Take your blending brush. And then you can either go over it if it's really dark, over the whole thing, just lightly blend over it. Or you can do the windshield wiper motions above it so that it blends into the shade that's in your crease. So it looks like that. If you want it darker, do it again. Just blending it into the shade in my crease. Now I know that there is a harsh line between nothing on my lid and right here. That will be the next step. So this occurs in layers, okay? Okay, next step is I'm going to choose a color for me. For today, I'm going to choose a color to go on my lid that's empty here that is shiny. So one of the ones on the bottom. And I want to choose this kind of goldy color at the end here. I'm going to use my finger because it's easier and it makes shimmery shades look really, really good. So I'm going to just lay my finger on my lid and slightly pull to get it on. Okay. And I'm going to take it right up to that dark shade and right up to my crease line right there. Then I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm just putting it on. We'll blend in a second. Just get it on. Okay. Take the brush that you use to apply the darkest shade. You don't have to put anything else on it. And just go over the darkest shade and the shimmer shade that you just put on. Just use that brush to blend. Then take your fluffy brush, windshield wiper motions once again. That will blend that shimmer to the color that you have in your crease. Nothing else on the brush. Simple, easy peasy. That's it. That's the look. That's it. So you have a light matte, the next darker matte in your crease, the darkest matte or one step darker matte on the outside, and then a shimmer on about 2/3 of your lid. Sometimes it's halfway. Today it's about halfway for me. That's it. Couple of things you can do. In addition, you can take the lightest shimmer in the palette. It can also be the same shimmer on your lid. And I do my inner cavern. I have a super deep pocket here, and I just put the shimmer shade right in there. Some people do right in their tear duct to offer some lightness. That's what works for my eye shape. That's it. It's real straightforward. I like this palette, by the way. I think it was $14, not sale price, just normal price. This is a really, really nice basic palette. It's really nice. All the shadows did beautifully. Just a simple eye look. Now, again, you can take the darkest shade on an eyeliner brush, like a small angle brush. This has blue on it from yesterday. But you can take that and line your upper lash line, your bottom lash line. Those of you who want to do lower lash lines with, any kind of eyeliner, knock yourself out. But that's the basic eyeshadow, to me, shape that works for all eye shapes. It's just real straightforward. It's my basic go-to. That's it. You can add all kinds of things onto it. You can do crazy things, but that's it for me. Keep it on the lid. I don't wing it out. I don't do, I can do all kinds of crazy eye looks. This is just the basic. Okay, cool. Let's do some of that brown as eyeliner. It's a beautiful shade. I'm just drawing right next to my lashes. So in that eye look, I used 2 brushes, and now this is a 3rd brush. You don't need a lot of tools, but I do think that you do need tools. You do need brushes to do blended eye looks. If that's the look you want, that's how folks get their eyeshadows blended. They are not using the sponge applicators in drugstore. They're not using those. You can use those to apply the shimmer. If you don't want to use your finger, you can use a sponge applicator right now. They work great. Just to get the shimmer on, it's great. But the rest of the eye look requires a brush. You need, and these are just, it's not these brushes specifically, but it's these shapes. And you can go in any drugstore and find brushes. You need a fluffy brush. And you need, to me, you can use one like this for the outer corner. It's still a fluffy brush. Or you can use a brush that's flatter, like it's less fluffy, same thing. You're patting on an eyeshadow. You can use the sponge applicator to pat it on, but you're going to get a much darker product look, a much more pigmented look. I'm going to use the little Beauty For Real champagne eyeshadow stick that I have been it's here in front of me, so I keep using it. I'm just going to run that underneath my eye. I don't know why I like this, but I do. It's really pretty. I love a shadow stick for a lower lash line for a quick look. You can do light, dark, whatever. You can do a pop of color. A shadow stick works great under there because you just run it under and you can just tap it with your finger to blend. You're done. That's easy. And maybe I will do a little bit of this underneath. Okay, cool. Let's curl lashes. I'll use L'Oreal Telescopic Waterproof. Okay. Lashes. I just use L'Oreal. Okay. Let's do some lips today. I want to see what color this is. Again, this is Nude Beach. It's the Sephora Gel Rouge Lip Liner. And Nude Beach. Oh, she's like... super light. You can't even see it. This is Conceal Lips. She is Concealer Lips. That's cool. Nice. So let's do Concealer Lips. This is Milani. Keep It Full in 07 Almost Natural. Y'all wipe these wands off. There's too much on it. If you don't like this look, that's okay. Do a red lip. Do a purple lip. Do whatever you want. It's a neutral look. Ooh, she's nude. She's nude. I'm a little washed out by it. But that's okay. I'm a little washed out. I need some more color. Let's grab the Sephora. This is the Cream Lip Shine in, I think, Daydream. Let's get a little of this. There we go. Let's get a little color on, huh? The heat of your finger works great for blending lip products, blending concealer and lip products. Okay, that's better. There she is. There's the look. My hair looks terrible. We'll fix it next. I like how this turned out. It's a really pretty neutral look. I'm super, super glowy. If you don't want to be glowy everywhere after that finishing powder, just take a little bit of regular powder and pat it into the the region that you don't want to glow as much. And then that will take down some of the shine there so that you don't look greasy, but you still look, I look glowy. I love it. I love it. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. If today is a difficult day for you, know that you are not alone and that you have a lot of people who love you. And if you are missing your mother today, know that you are not alone and that people love you. If you have a difficult relationship with your mother, same thing. If you have lost a child and today is incredibly difficult, you are not alone and people love you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.